Y'all, it's Mr. Alexander, and this is a little video about how to do summer work to prepare for Quant 1 or Quant 2. First, I wanted to show you that Con is up, and I've actually printed out a menu that you could find on the website that you're at because you've made a link there. So now, first thing, we're going to take a sheet of paper. We use copy paper, fold it lengthwise, hot dog style, if you will. And what I'm working on today is adding and subtracting negative fractions. So let me make sure that I'm here. I want to title the page right up here. And you don't need my full sort of homework title, but right now, let's just list the con lesson. So I'm working on adding and subtracting negative fractions. I like to underline my titles. And the thing that I wanted to mention is the time. So putting a timestamp is a really good idea. Start time, and this is for the worksheet, sort of all of my work this morning. So what I'll do in my start time, it says 10:10 on my computer, so I'll say 10:11. Start is 10:11 a.m. Probably don't need the a.m. I'll make a little space for end, and then number correct and number wrong. Little space for all of those. And that's my heading. So that's a great heading, and that'll get us in the mode for the school year. The next thing I'm going to do is just write down the number 1, indent off of that, and work down the page. What you should be asking at this point is, why did you fold the whole page in half? And frankly, through the early menus, you might not even need to use this right-hand side, but this right-hand side is for metacognition. So this whole side, which in this case is going to be writing about your thinking. It's thinking about thinking and thinking about your process, but right here it's going to be you're writing about the process. And frankly, if this is a review section that you've done already, you don't have to write through every section, every problem. So we keep it as -5/8. Negative times a negative is plus 4/3. I need the LCD, so least common denominator of 8 and 3. Well, in this case, it's going to be 24. We're going to multiply those two together to get 24. But then the biggest idea for working with fractions is you're multiplying each term by 1 in order to maintain the expression. I'll explain all that stuff in class. But the idea again is that we take the -5/8 and I'm going to multiply this by 3/3. See, 3/3 is 1 by -5/8 plus 4/3. And I want to get 3 to 24, so I'm going to have to multiply this guy by 8/8. Notice that I'm trying to keep the stuff all lined up. -15/24 plus 32/24. And now we've got -15 plus 32. Well, we could show the work for that on the side. All right, fine. 32 minus 15 to 7. And again, if you don't need to show the work on the side, don't show the work on the side. But it equals -15 plus 32/24, which equals 17 over 24. Box your answer. Notice how I only use the equal sign at the end because this is an expression. So frankly, all of that is equal to each other, but I like to work down the page and then box the answer at the end. I go over here, I throw it into con. 17 divided by 24. You'll get comfortable with how you enter in solutions eventually. Woohoo! And the joyful noise. Another thing for this metacognition portion, instead of just writing about the process, if you need a hint, it'd be great to rewrite the steps of the hint right there. And some hints are better than others. If you watch a video, writing your notes on the right-hand side would also be excellent. Other things that I should mention, I'm going to put up images of good metacognition so that there'll be examples of that. But otherwise, I think that that's the bulk of it. In the end, you could either use little dashes to say, oh, you've got one right. But this part also is sort of being reflective about it. So you note the time that you start, and you note the time that you end, and then you note how many problems you do and how many problems you get wrong. It's just a good way to encapsulate stuff. It's worth the extra couple of minutes just to give yourself some closure. So again, fold the page, work down. Feel free to use the back of pages. Feel free to use pen. I don't actually encourage folks to erase. I'd rather you write about what mistake you made instead of erasing, and use more paper, because if you see your mistakes, you'll actually grow from them. If you erase your mistakes, you might forget them. What else do I have for you? Oh yeah, and then once you're done a menu, I would say take all your stuff together, check off the ones that you've done. So I worked on order of operations, and then I still have got this to go, but it's a good start. And then I would staple it all together and turn that in, because the more of these things that you turn in, the more extra credit you earn for Quant 1 and then Quant 2 come the fall. Thanks for watching. Hope it was helpful. Bye.